Hello, this video is about the effects of changing dimensions. In this lesson we will explore what happens to the area and perimeter when we increase the length and width of a rectangle. Here we will fill in the table based on the given rectangles to the left. The table has already completed the first rectangle. After filling in the table, the main goal would be to make some kind of connection to what happens when we doubled or tripled the dimensions. We will pause for about 12 seconds to give you time to observe. To help see what happens, I constructed a table. The table only shows the original dimensions, doubled, and tripled. However, if you observe the perimeter you might notice that the perimeter changes from 18, 36, 54, meaning that perimeter is multiplied by the factor it was increased by. Additionally, you might notice that the area is being multiplied by the square of the factor that it was increased. That is that we see the area go from 20 to 80, which is 20 times 2 squared, and 20 to 180 which is 20 times 3 squared. We can prove this algebraically, by using the formulas we already know. Some things to consider is that if the perimeter of a rectangle is the sum of the side lengths then the formula would be 2 times base plus height. Another thing to consider is that when doubling or tripling we are multiplying, so we can say that we are increasing the dimensions by a number n. When simplified algebraically we get 2n times b plus height, meaning that the perimeter will be multiplied by whatever factored we increased it by. As for area, the area of a rectangle is base times height. But if factor increase the dimension by a proportional rate, then we can factor out the number that we are increasing it by to get n squared times base times height. Now we will explore non-proportional changes to dimensions. Recall that proportional functions are functions that are only being multiplied. Non-proportional changes, however, have some sort of addition or subtraction in it. Once again, we will fill out the table and try to make an observation. Once again I made a table to help show what happens to when the dimensions are increased. It may seem unclear at first, but if you subtract the perimeter when adding by 2 you will always get plus 8 and when you subtract adding 3 you get plus 12. Area however is even harder to see. While there are many ways to prove what happens when increasing the dimensions by addition, it may be useful to use a model and numeric values. For perimeter understand, if each side is increased by the same amount then we would simply just need to multiply the number of sides by the amount it was increased by. As for area we will have to use algebra, that is that we will have to multiply two binomials, or FOIL it out. This is the end of the video. I hope you found this video helpful. Goodbye.